This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so today is Thursday, September 12th, and as always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, so we got a pretty slow pre-market out there. We got a few things looking at. Really, the main thing that I really have is this ADVM. So one thing that we could see is that most of this move down from that 15 level essentially was on nothing. I mean, the volume itself, it did start very, very early. So obviously it doesn't really take much, but you could see, I mean, pretty much until it got down to the down towards this 8 level, there was really nothing that brought it back down. And if you look, we're getting a lot of buying that's coming around that 8. We had a little bit of new selling down at that 750 level. But other than that, I'm not really really too happy with the selling that with the new selling that we've had coming back into this. It's certainly been a lot more of a buying burst ever since we kind of made that turnaround and we're sitting in this bullish consolidation right there. So overall, it's just really, really mixed at this level. I do want to see it kind of get away from it a little bit and give us more of a definitive level somewhere, because this, it's really hard to really analyze a consolidation level, which that is exactly what this is right now. It's been sitting in the consolidation, so you're getting a mix of selling and a mix of buying at there. So we're going to need to get away a little bit, and from there we should certainly expect a way bigger range than normal, the 89 normal range, 89-cent normal range that we see there. But once again, one of the biggest things that I am looking at is the fact that this gigantic move to the downside really did not happen on much at all, and we are definitely getting a whole bunch of buying that's coming around that 8. Other than that, guys, I'm not really too happy with most of what else is out there. Let's go down the scanner and we'll go from there. So we have SINT, 949,000 shares. This is going to be on our list, but again, like I said, I'm not static about it. All right, as we came up 7 o'clock this morning, once again, just really no volume up near those highs. And that's the biggest thing that we want, is especially with these cheaper stocks that you're not able to short, we want to have some type of buying that's up above it, so we know when we get a trigger down below that we have somewhere for it to actually trigger towards. And that's just not really the case here at all. I mean, if you look, there's just not really much around that 250 area at all. I mean, 230s, you have a little bit of a burst, but just not really enough. So I'm going to put it on our list, but like I said, I'm not really that happy at all with the amount of buying that we've seen coming into it above that 2 level. Next thing, VLRX. This is another one where I just don't really see anything in it. I mean, it's just not really as much opportunity as you would like to see here. You do have some ask at that 250 and a little bit higher, but you can see just not really a lot at all, especially with a cheaper stock like this. I'm not happy at all with their prints coming in. So essentially what's going to have to happen, Jesus, is that 210 level. It's going to have to hold above there. Otherwise, this thing is basically just going to get its kiss of death, and we're going to end up seeing it go right back down to where it started from yesterday. So I am going to put VLRX on our side list, but it's on the bottom side of our side list. Next thing, DWT ETF. Not going to be looking at that one. We have our ETN, same thing. SBGL, 103,000 shares. If it's ever going to come up. Just waiting on TradeStation. All right, here we go. So SBGL, you can see just not really anything going on there. JEGX, nothing at all that we see. GFI, 262,000 shares, but no real trading that's going on yet. We have AU, which is gold. Not going to be looking at that. IMXI, 106, but nothing really going on either. And then the rest, everything else that has volume on our on the gainer side of things, just not really looking like much at all. So moving along to our losers side of things, we have pretty much almost the same type of deal. Not really much going on there at all. And I don't know what's happening. Here we go with my TradeStation, but it's been real slow. Yeah, you can see, I mean, there's just nothing really new that was added to that. The only one thing that I was looking at as well was this ACD, but it's kind of a reach. All right, it's just I starting to see this kind of turnaround coming back up, and once again, the volume that it came in onto that downside was definitely great, but it's just getting a lot of nice new buying coming in as it's been kind of turning back up. So I am going to put this on our side list as well, because we, especially today in class, we're going to be doing all about cheap stocks. Let's see, AVYA. Yeah, see, I don't see any trading in it. And that's, I mean, there's 421,000 shares, yes, granted. But look, I mean, you see how it's just kind of gapped in there? There's just nothing really there. I'll throw it on our side list. We'll keep an eye on it, but it's just not, it's not really doing any real trading, which I'm just not a big fan of. All right. Now, anything had a nice burst at 12. Okay, 12 on the bid side of things, I'm assuming, or ask side. Interesting. it's funny because a lot of these cheaper stocks too that this morning that we've been seeing in these downtrends are actually having a lot more buying than we're seeing selling that are coming into them, which is a little bit odd, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll put it on our side list. But other than that, I'm not really, there's not really too much else that's going on. Obviously, Roku will be paying attention to because of the fact that it just moves, $10 a day now, and it moves quickly and very nicely too. Follows the rules very nice. So keep your eyes on that. And then, because we're not idiots, yesterday for homework on Tuesday for homework, I gave everybody basically what they had to do was they had to find a stock that fits their position, have their game plan for it. And Davis's answer was Roku because I'm not an idiot. That was his homework answer. So that's where that comes from. All right, guys, anything else out there that I missed? Anything else out there that I missed? Nada. All right, so let's get ready for our morning. Definitely gonna have to do some scanning because as of what we have right this second isn't that great. Not really any type of great show of hand yet out there. So a little bit of focusing as we get into the open. Other than that, guys, I will talk to everyone in class and the rest of you in the chat afterwards. All right, happy trading.